Hey there, I'm Angela Sharp, and welcome to the Daily Mix. I am so excited to be back. We've been off for about a month and a half, you know, a little summer break, summer love kind of thing going on. And I'm so happy to be right back here with you. But a lot happened while we were away, of course. I got to go to NASCAR again. That was over there at Worldwide Technology Raceway. And I actually got to work with the NASCAR team again, which was so much fun. I got to interview Daniel Suarez in like a very intimate gathering. It was super cute. A little girl came up. She was about 13, and she asked him if he had a girlfriend. And then he said he did, but she wasn't at the track that day. And then the little girl wanted to know how old he was. Obviously, he's older than 13, but it was just so adorable, right? But that's not all that happened, of course. We had other really fun stuff happening over the break. I know that I got to also do some other things, like be in the parade downtown, America's birthday parade, right? I was there with the I-55 Firebird Club, and so that was a lot of fun. And the guy riding shotgun in my car is my dad. So the best person ever to take with you, at least I think so, is your dad. And so that was a great time as well. And then Morgan Wallen played inside Busch Stadium. Obviously, still a lot of controversy with Morgan Wallen, but that was the first concert I've ever seen at Busch Stadium. We had pretty great seats, as you can see, so we were able to see the stage. But I kind of wonder what the vantage point was from the tip top of Busch Stadium, because Busch Stadium holds a lot of people. So much fun. I hope you also had a great time while we were missing. But I feel like we need to get started on some fun. So the first guest back is Andre Johnson of DreDayTv. He's a comedian, kind of an actor. He's got awards, YouTube, you should see his following. He's gonna come on and tell us everything he knows, and we're gonna get some more information about him. So keep it right here, and let's get started with today's Daily Mix. Enjoy the works of local filmmakers when Cinema St. Louis 23rd Annual Whitaker St. Louis Filmmaker Showcase makes its return this summer. This year's showcase will feature 91 films, ranging from narrative and documentary features to compilations of fiction, experimental and documentary shorts. Feature-length films include Q&As with the filmmakers, and this year's event will also offer 3 free master classes focused on key aspects of filmmaking. Seriously, if you want to be involved in filmmaking in any way, you probably need to check out those Q&As and of course those little informational meetings. The showcase will take place the last 2 weekends of July, with all of the screenings and closing night awards taking place at the High Point Theater, and everybody loves the High Point Theater. You can find the full lineup and more information at cinemastlouis.org. This summer is also a great time to get out and experience some of the best blues, soul, and R&B that St. Louis has to offer. The National Blues Museum, Blues on the Block, is bringing a fantastic mix of dynamite performers to the corner of 6th Street and Washington Avenue every weekend. Just grab your chairs and head downtown. The free shows take place every Saturday from 4 to 7 through August 5th. You can check out the full lineup and learn more at nationalbluesmuseum.org. Of course, Jammin' at the Zoo is also a great chance to enjoy an evening of live music and wine and beer tastings hosted by the St. Louis Zoo Young Professionals. This fun event benefits the zoo and its conservation efforts both locally and around the world. This summer, adults 21 and up will have 2 chances to come out and jam at the zoo. The events will be held on 2 Friday nights, July 21st and August 18th from 6 to 10:30 each night. You can find the entertainment lineup, tickets, and more info at stlzoo.org. Now, the second annual Pig and Whiskey Festival returns this summer, promising a weekend full of mouth-watering barbecue, sign me up for that, live music, drinks, and activities for all ages. The free family-friendly event is the ultimate summer party with 2 stages for both the national and local acts, a kids area, vendor village, cooling zones, and more. The Pig and Whiskey Festival will take place July 28th through the 30th at Shafley Bottle Works. You can find all the details at pigandwhiskey.com. Now, a new world of paranormal Cirque is coming to St. Louis. With all the unusual elements, you may think this is a normal circus, but not exactly. This unique show is a crazy yet fun fusion between circus, theater, and cabaret. The show brings out a range of emotions, making it impossible to forget. Paranormal Cirque will be in St. Louis July 27th through the 30th under the big top in the parking lot at the St. Louis Galleria. It sounds really interesting because you add paranormal in, I'm actually very, very interested. For tickets and more information, check out paranormalcirque.com. Now this Sunday is National Ice Cream Day, and Clementine's Creamery is celebrating at all 8 of its locations. I love ice cream. Ice cream is my favorite. They have lots of fun giveaways planned, including free t-shirts for the first 50 people in line at each shop. They have a super cute t-shirt that looks like a hot air balloon, but it's an ice cream cone. I really want that one. They're also gonna have photo ops all morning long, the release of a new vegan sherbet, and more. National Ice Cream Day is Sunday, July 16th. Now, if you want to find a Clementine's near you, go to clementinescreamery.com. They've got all the information right there. Now, of course, one day isn't enough to celebrate the love of ice cream. I told you I love ice cream. So mint chocolate chip might be my favorite right now. I used to hate it as a kid. My grandma liked it, and now I like it, which is weird. But I also like hot fudge sundae and cookies and cream. I just like ice cream. So I figured what better thing to do for National Ice Cream Month than to go out on the streets and find out what everybody's favorite ice cream is. Take a look. We're here to find out what everybody's favorite flavor of ice cream is, and actually where the best place to get it is also. Let's check it out.
Cookies and cream from here.
From here? From the Foundry? Why do you love the Foundry?
Because it's yummy. Mint chocolate chip.
Do you have a favorite place to get that ice cream flavor?
Not really.
Not really. Anywhere.
So I'd say my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla, and I'm very unoriginal. The dining hall, Bon Appetit dining hall. I'm pretty unoriginal in ice cream.
Yes, my favorite ice cream flavor is cinnamon from Isis.
Cinnamon?
Yes.
I don't even think I've heard of cinnamon.
Oh my gosh, it is amazing. And you add apples, almost like apple pie.
Bubblegum?
Do you have a favorite place to go get bubblegum ice cream?
Yes, it's actually in St. Charles, and it's kind of like a Mexican place.
My favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla ice cream with hot fudge and peanut butter. And I like to get it from the Tasty Freeze in Brazil, Indiana.
My favorite ice cream flavor is lavender and honey, and it is from Clementine's. I ate it on accident at an event, and it was phenomenal.
Lavender and honey?
Yes.
What does that taste like?
Magic. It's strange. It's like the scent of the honey, or the scent of the lavender, and then the taste of the honey. It does like this. I don't want to say sweet savory, but it's floral, sweet. It's almost like when you smell a honeysuckle. That's what it tastes like.
My favorite ice cream flavor is peanut butter and chocolate at Baskin-Robbins.
I really like vanilla with M&Ms, and I'm actually from Champaign-Urbana, so we like to go to Jarling's Custard Cup.
My favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate, and I usually get it at this place where I live called Le Macaron. It's like a French place. It's like gelato. It's
Where do you
gelato
live?
pretty much. In Webster Groves.
Oh, Webster Groves, perfect.
My favorite ice cream flavor is birthday cake, and I like Yogurtland.
My favorite ice cream flavor is butter pecan, and my favorite place to get it is Purtle's Ice Cream in East St. Louis. Well, they're not in East St. Louis anymore. They moved to Belleville, but that's my favorite ice cream place to get it.
My favorite ice cream flavor is probably a Dutchman Delight from Tedros. I have to pick Tedros for sure.
My favorite ice cream flavor is apple pie, and it's at Cold Stone Creamery. It's so good.
Cookies and cream, and anywhere.
Absolutely love a little ice cream fun, but if you'll notice, I'm now joined by my guest, Andre Johnson with DreDayTv. Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
I think we should start with what's your favorite ice cream flavor?
Favorite ice cream flavor got to be chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip?
Chocolate chip, yeah.
Okay, I like that. That'll work.
Yeah.
All right, we have to talk about you. You have quite the following on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, a comedian kind of doing these different skits. I noticed you turn yourself into a baby on a lot of them, which is adorable. So when did you decide, you know what, I think I'm funny and I'm gonna try to do this?
Well, actually, when I was about 17 years old, coming out of high school, we had a viral skit that came out of high school. But that was when I was 17. I seen it already because we ended up getting 70,000 subscribers, but I was on the way to college. So even when I get to college, people are coming up to me, oh, you're a YouTuber, I'm telling them, no, I'm not a YouTuber. We just made some videos. It wasn't until time had passed on, years had passed by, like stages of my life, every year somebody would come up to me wanting to take a picture. And I'm thinking it's normal, people calling me on the phone. It wasn't until I was 26 and guys like, dude, wake up. This
Hello.
Was and then I'm like, oh, okay, that's why they want, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So then I start doing it. And then once I start doing it, it all came together. Okay, this is what you're supposed to be. That's why you feel unfulfilled this whole time, and you're just working. Because you know there's a greater purpose for you. You just don't know what it is. So it was like a slap to the face. It all came at once. Like, oh, I'm supposed to be this comedian. I'm supposed to, and then I started doing it, and everything just came with it.
I love that. We're showing some clips that are, I think, on DreDayTv. Yeah. So tell me about DreDayTv. How often are we posting? Is it like?
I try to post. If not every day, every other day, definitely every week. I try not to let too many days go without, because these people look forward to me. They look forward to my energy and see me posting. So I try to stay consistent for them. Life happens, certain things happen, but I still, even with life happening, I'll still move around and be like, nope, still got to film today. Still got to do it for them because I know they're waiting for it. So.
Are there any days when you're like, I'm struggling to come up with something funny to do?
No, it's never the ideas, it's usually the resources. It's like I got the ideas, all the ideas, everything I want to film, it's the resources. Sometimes people can't help me, so I always try to move around it, but it's never days where I'm just like, I don't know what I want. I always know what I want to.
You always know what you want to do. So let's take that one step further, since we're going to be here and kind of manifesting our life choices. What is our end goal?
The end goal is to be able to build generational wealth. I got a 2-year-old daughter, and it's to use my gift to be able to make enough money to where her kids and everybody's good, and she's straight, and she's financially free, and I'm financially free, and we can live life on our own terms. That's the end goal.
I love that so much. That's a great end goal. So what is next for you? I know there's some stuff coming up. Like, tell me about that.
Well, I got the STL Awards coming up in August. We got that coming up.
For somebody who doesn't know what the STL Awards are, kind of give us.
STL Awards is a award ceremony put together by a woman named Tracy Smith. She put the show together last year. It worked out pretty good, but it's basically to highlight the people here in St. Louis who are doing positive things, whether it's dancers here, influencers, artists, promoters. It's to give some type of recognition because, there's nothing really like that. So she opened up that lane, and I was nominated last year for Top Comedian in St. Louis. I ended up winning, and I was happy about it. So I'm like, okay, I got to do more. If they're going to say I'm the top comedian, I won. So I said this year, you got to show them why you're the top comedian. They nominated me again this year, so yeah.
So fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, fingers crossed for that.
That is very exciting. Now I think we already showed the photo, but you have a YouTube award.
Yes.
So what is that for?
Reaching 100,000 subscribers on YouTube.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is.
100,000 subscribers is huge. Yeah. I mean, 100,000 people want to see your content daily, or whenever you post it, I guess. It's when they get a notification of that. Do you kind of realize how important that is? Yeah.
Well, I realized because I was almost at 1 million followers on TikTok at first. Once I started to see that, I had to take my mind, because I'm not a person that lives in. Like I said, I've been famous since I was 17. I never lived in. But once I realized it, I'm like, imagine you standing right there, and there's 1 million people standing in front of you. That's looking. You gotta lock in on your life. You got some big responsibility, so you gotta take it serious and not play around with it and stuff like that. So
right.
Yeah.
That's huge. I like how you were able to kind of conceptualize that for yourself. Yeah. So we've got the awards coming up, YouTube. Now I know you talked about maybe possibly doing some more stand-up locally in the area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna do more stand-up locally. I've been working with promoters where I can put together my own show. Not as far as getting on somebody else's platform. I got a big enough platform to where I want to put together my own show, let's bring other comedians onto my show, and I'll be the headliner, but we'll bring some more talent because I know people want to come see me. I've done shows in St. Louis to where people have came and seen me, and I want to highlight other people too. So that way they get a chance to showcase their talent. When I was coming up, nobody wanted to do that for me. Right. And I would hit people up, hey, can you put, nobody wanted. So, okay, now I built my platform. Now I can be that for somebody who needs it. Younger comedians, whatever the case may be.
I love that. It didn't work out for you, but you want to be able to help those other comedians coming up. What is the comedian, I guess, comedy circuit in St. Louis like?
It's rough. It's rough, but as I started to grow with comedy, I understood. Everybody has their own dream. Everybody's trying to essentially put their self on. So nobody can really put you on because everybody's too focused on where they're trying to get to. So trying to help you and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, as much as they would want to help, dude, I got my own thing. I'm not at where I want to be at. How can I? And it's like a lot of them won't give you the information, simple information that where the stand-up shows, but it's rough trying to do stand-up, do comedy in St. Louis. But you learn, okay, figure it out yourself. If nobody's going to help you, you do the research. You find out where the comedy shows are at. You do it yourself.
You gotta have to do a lot of work on your own to kind of.
There also is positive people that I can't say in the comedy community that have embraced me and, oh, we love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. So it's not everybody, but
but there is some struggles with everything, I'm sure.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now I know that our producer has been talking about the cartoon one that you had up. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I worked with this animator. I ended up meeting on social media, and I said my fans have always seen me act out my skits. I said I just wanted to show them something different, take them into a different world of here are these characters that you might not have seen on a video, like Rashad's friend Brian. Now you get a chance to see him in a cartoon character, so it opens up your mind even more of, okay, I've heard his voice. Right. But this is how he looks.
This is what he looks like.
Yeah, this is what. Yeah.
So you got in touch with an animator who was able to kind of draw this for you.
And we worked together and we talked about it. He would send me edits and tell me, "Do you like this? Do you?" And I'm like, "That's dope," because you know what I mean. What I imagined in my mind that it would look like, you kind of did it. So. Yeah.
It's pretty great. We're showing it right now on the screen. And it is pretty great right there. So
yeah,
you got to take, he's very talented. Yeah. Is he also a local?
No, he's not.
So you reached out to somebody outside.
Yeah, networking. That's one thing doing this comedy thing I realized, and that's how I've accomplished what I accomplished. A long time ago when I first started, I said, you got to network. You got to learn to meet new people, talk to different people, because that's how you're going to expand your brand. Network with other people who have brands and other people who are doing things too. Networking is one of the biggest things in the world. And if you can network with people and talk to people and they feel your energy and know what type of person you is, you can create something, you know what I'm saying, beautiful and nice, collabing together and stuff.
That networking thing is huge no matter what field you want to go into. Yeah. Even if you just want to have an office job, you can get a better office job if you've networked your way in. So that's great information. Do you have any other kind of guidance, information for maybe a comedian that's maybe way younger and hasn't even started?
Believe in yourself. Even if you don't, what I had to realize early on is like when you're putting in the work and you're putting in, and you feel like, it's slow progress every single day. You're taking those steps to get to where you want every day. Even if it feels like, oh, even if you reach one person, two people, that's more than you had yesterday. So you got to keep going. And you don't go into it with the concept of, oh, I want to make money right off the bat. If you do it because you love it, the money will follow. All those things that you want will follow as you just keep doing it because you love it, and that's your purpose of doing it.
I love it. You sound like you have a great head in your shoulders, and big things are coming your way. So let's tell everybody where they can follow you, they can add to your YouTube following and your TikTok following. Tell us about that.
You can follow me anywhere at DreDayTv. If you search DreDayTv on Google, YouTube, Facebook, everything will pop up. That's what it is on every single website, DreDayTv.
I like how you've kept it it's pretty much the same. Some of them have underscores at the end. But for the most part, it is just DreDayTv, and you'll be able to find you there. What's the platform that you focus on? Are you trying to focus on all of them?
I try to give everybody the attention. Like, I don't want one platform to feel like, oh, he doesn't really show us support. Yeah. So that's why I try to make sure I'm posting everything on every single app and connecting with fans on every app.
That is a lot of work. I just post photos of just like my daily activities, and I can't do it on every platform. So how are you able to keep that together?
Just staying focused. That's my priority. That's my main focus. Besides taking care of my daughter and doing what I got to do, that's my focus. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. And I'm not going, you know what I mean, like sit here and have these fans like, why he don't post on here no more because he got more followers. I want everybody to feel too as if I don't care if I got 1 million followers on this app and I only had 3,000 on Instagram at first. I'm still posting on there as if y'all, because y'all mean, it don't matter about the number. Y'all mean much to me just like they do.
Just like the other people do.
Mhm.
I love that.
Yeah.
You guys definitely need to check out Andre Johnson and DreDayTv. One more time, we're gonna throw up the, right there. Whatever your favorite one is, follow him there, and then you can kind of snowball off into the other ones, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want people to know?
I just look forward to just bringing positivity to St. Louis and more positive things and more, you know what I mean? I want to make sure that I'm also doing that with my company, and because it's my business. DreDayTv is my brand. You got Andre Johnson, but DreDayTv is the comedy brand. So I just want to make sure anything that's connected with my brand is positivity, and it's just coming into St. Louis, so.
Positivity, love, and good vibes. Definitely check out Andre Johnson and DreDayTv. And after you're done following him on all those apps, you can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. You can even drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We want to hear from you. That's going to do it for the Daily Mix. We keep it right here on STL TV and Experience St. Louis. I'll see you next time.